and there's plenty of great news that's come by overnight. One of them has to be what's happening at Prime Focus. The company actually was critical and crucial in making visual effects for the company Avatar, which has won the best Oscar for cinematography. We've got Namit Malhotra, founder and global head of Prime Focus, joining us live. Congratulations, Namit, and thanks for joining us here on ET Now. Talk to us about how it has been, the Oscar moment for Prime Focus.
It's a fantastic feeling. I think it's great that finally, in a film that has redefined cinema worldwide, Prime Focus has managed to have its little share in that glory. And Avatar obviously has pushed the boundaries in terms of visual effects and 3D, which is becoming a rage now worldwide. So I think it's a great feeling for us to be part of this history.
Right, Namit, also give us a sense of some of the other visual effect projects that you are working on.
We did work on a couple of other big projects called as G.I. Joe and New Moon that came just a little before Avatar, and we did films like Dragon Ball Evolutions and Tooth Fairy. The studios normally don't allow us to name projects that are in production, but we are working on a couple of other big prestigious films at this time.
What does this Oscar victory mean for you from a company standpoint, from doing business in the international market in a bigger way? Because at the end of the day, this has been really the ultimate recognition by our Avatar bagging 3 Oscars, one of which where Prime Focus had contribution.
I think for us as an Indian company to have it's a huge push up for the brand. It's a huge encouragement for what the industry now recognizes as us being a company that does globally competitive work. So I think it is a very, very positive indication for us, in terms of our overall strategy of how we're building ourselves into this global player. And an Oscar award on the back of the work that we've done, I think, is the biggest validation of that capability.
No, most certainly, but I want to ask you, for your viewers who are looking at your stock reacting to this Oscar moment at Prime Focus, is that what is the kind of international, I would say, acquisitions are you likely to do in order to expand your broad visual effects theme and do more business overseas? So what would you look at acquisitions? If so, what kind?
I think we did our acquisitions 2 years ago, and I think for the investors, they must take heart at the fact that the Prime Focus today has managed to make its little headway into the big and the most difficult market in the world, which is Hollywood. So going forward, I think we are extremely optimistic about how we see this panning out in terms of the scalability from here for our business, and thereby making sure that we have great earnings going forward.
Right. But Namit, give us a sense of what you've got planned in terms of investments for the business per se, and also what your growth forecasts in the coming quarters are.
I think the investments have been as we are an infrastructure company in terms of providing services, we have a fair bit of a new facility coming up very soon in Mumbai, which I think will be probably one of the largest integrated facilities in the world, which should go online in the next few weeks itself. We have a decent order book that is coming up. We're working on this new movie called Clash of the Titans, which is being converted in 3D. That's again a very big opportunity that the company is foreseeing in the aftermath of what Avatar has done. So there is. I don't have specific numbers at this point, but I think we believe that things are going to be looking up from here on.
Right, of course, as we speak to you, Namit, from Los Angeles, your stock is rising. It's up nearly 4% in today's trade, 3.85% on what you're sort of suggesting will be the growth trajectory for the company. At Prime Focus, though, then should one assume that mostly the margin growth will be delivered by international segments, or do you really see something happening here? What kind of margins are you keeping in mind for the year?
See, the way we look at our business, is that the growth of our international business means that the Indian business will grow on the back of that directly, because the strategy is to try and be able to leverage our global resource pool in building the scalability and eventually adding to the bottom line. So like I said, this is the very first big breakthrough, and from here on, I think we'll become we'll know more. We'll know sooner than later on what numbers and what lines of growth we can sort of anticipate more clearly. But the most important thing that we were waiting for was this sort of a breakthrough that brings us into the center stage of being one of the key players in the marketplace, which is in a mature market like the US is extremely critical and difficult.
Okay, thanks very much, Namit Malhotra. Congratulations. First the BAFTA for visual effects for Avatar, and now it's the Oscar, and that's what's driving that stock up 3.82%. But besides that stock, there's one more stock that's had quite a sudden surge. George?
Well, absolutely, and it's the State Bank of India.